Dr. Maureen Sutter from Red Oak Animal Hospital. We've got a colt here that's got a wound on his hock that we are going to bandage. Going to start with our layers. I've got some Biozide, a betadine based ointment that I've already put here on our first layer of bandage. The first layer I've got is Telfa, which is a non-stick bandage, like what's on the inside of a Band-Aid. So we're gonna have that on this inside layer here. I've got an abdominal pad just for a little extra absorption, and then I've got some sterile brown gauze. So we're gonna put this on our wound here. I'm just gonna cover the whole front part of the wound. And then we're going to wrap this on here. We wanna wrap it tight, we wanna wrap it snug, so that we've got a little bit of compression on here, but we don't want to be pulling it super tight. So we want to keep the bandage in place, but we don't want to really yank and pull on this. So really just get it so it lays nice and flat without any wrinkles. This being on the hock, I'm going to try to incorporate a little bit above the hock, and we're going to figure eight across the front and then up around the point of the hock. We don't want to put anything right on the hock. It can cause pressure sores rubbing on there. So we're just figure eighting our way around that. And then the next layer of our bandage is our cotton combine wrap. I've already cut some holes in this, again, to not have any pressure going right across the point of the hock. So I've got this right on here. So we've got that placed at the point of the hock coming out there, as well as just on the very end of this. And so same thing with this layer, we've got a little bit more layers in between here, so it can be a little bit tighter on this. But again, we're going to be figure eighting around this. Okay. And then our next layer, the same cotton wrap and some brown gauze to hold on top there. And we're just going to incorporate this so that we've got the whole leg bandaged, so we've got some compression on the leg to help out with any swelling. And so for these layers down here, we can put some pressure across the front of the cannon bone here because we've got bone right on there. We've got all of our tendons and ligaments on the back. So we don't want to put a whole lot of pressure across the back there. Put more pressure across the front. Again, just to keep it snug, but not super tight. But we do want to keep all the bandage in place. I'll just go up and incorporate this layer up here as well. And then the next layer that we're gonna do is our vet wrap. And again, same thing, you can pull this one super tight and stretch it out, but again, we don't wanna do that. We just wanna lay it on here and have it snug. Again, enough that we don't have any wrinkles on there. And again, we're gonna figure eight this a little bit around the point of the hock. And then we're just gonna take this all the way down the leg. Everything's good and tight there. And then the next layer we're going to use is elasticon, and this is pretty sticky. We use it to keep the bandage in place, so a lot of times to try to hold the bandage up. Also, it seals the top of the bandage to prevent any shavings and dirt from getting in that. So we're going to place this at the top and the bottom of the bandage. This one we don't want to stretch and put any pressure on this one because it can constrict. So again, we're just going to lay it on there. And we'll do the same thing down below as well. Okay. Okay, and again, just get a little pressure on there, make sure everything's good and snug. We don't have any loose ends or tags on there. And it looks good to go.